Hello, this is Johnny. I finally got the emulation station working using the display underscore rotate equal 3 instead of equal 2. Equal 2 is for track mode. This is still the 8 gig emulation. The track mode 8 gig vertical. And what I did is I changed this to using the different theme, so everything is running this way. And I added a lot of pinball game, not all the vertical game, but all the pinball game. And down the road, I'm going to add more vertical game. Like Nintendo have a lot of NES game that is similar to arcade, and that's why my arcade and other company from Walmart, those mini arcade, they're using the NES ROM to play those arcade games like Pac-Man and other games that use vertical. So I'm gonna add more of those games in there. But my problem was that every time I play the game would be in the direction of the screen, because this screen is not doesn't normally display sideways. It always display the other way, the normal way. But we force it, we tell the system to display vertically. Okay, so when we are displaying vertically, the game is still displaying the other direction. So you have to change the setup. And then once I change the setup, the problem I'm having with two problems is the May that was set up, the arcade, the way it's set up, it still play. Let me demonstrate real quick. It still play the direction that the track mode was set up. So the track mode is set up to where you're going to do the display underscore rotate equal 2 instead of equal 3. But the emulator is the one is having problem displaying the other direction. So if you have seen my previous video, you will see that the only way to play the 8 gig image is using the track mode. But I figured it out where you don't have to use the track mode no more. You could just use so let me exit out this game. Alright, I got it set up where everything now is in full screen, but I'm using the ratio 7:9. Okay, now this arcade, what you could do is you could delete it or you could leave it there. If you decide that you want to go back to the track mode, you could still use it. I have tried different way of doing it, but it's still displaying the way track mode want it to display. So what I did is I copied everything out, 3 folder only, the Marquia folder, the snap folder, and the wheel, the 3 folder out, plus all the zip file. I copy all the zip file over to May Liberty. Later I'll show you in the computer what I did, so you guys will know what I did. So if you wanted to do the emulation, you want to set up for both. You could do that. You could set up for both. You could set up for this way, and then when you go to the track mode, you could stay in the track mode. Just go edit the config.txt and change the display underscore rotate from a 3 to a 2. Then you could do the track mode the other direction. But if you want to use the emulation and run everything in emulation, this is how you do it. What I did is I copy it into a folder called main. Alright, and then all this game now work. Okay, but you will have to change it. Instead of last time I told you to use 4:3 for the track mode, you're gonna have to change the retro art to a ratio of 7:9. Okay, and I'll show you what I did. Now everything is in a full screen, even the arcade. So let me demonstrate this game real quick. Oh, I just exited out. When you press select and start at the same time, you will exit out the game. And let me go B and show you that my Turbo 16 is also it's a full screen as well, vertically. Okay. Yeah, use the joystick to do the flipper. Okay. I'm using the joystick to do the flipper for the left. Pressing the joystick down, it will move the flipper up and down with it, by pressing it down. And the joystick. Let me hold this real quick. So what I did over here, I press the joystick here, the down, and the down make a flipper go up and down. See, but just pressing the down. Then I use the B button on this side, which I'm holding it right now. The B button, by holding it, you do the right side flipper. Okay, so push this back up. All right. I got the speaker facing backward because that's how it will sound if I use if I put this. I need to put this in the front actually. So, but if I'm using a monitor and change this to a different screen, like a 10 inches, like I showed you last time, then the speaker will be facing toward the back of the arcade. So, alright, so let go the joystick, and this is how you play. Sometimes the joystick is the joystick might not be the flipper. You will probably have to use you have to press it to the left side of the joystick instead of down. The joystick, you press it down, you press it left for a different game. And sometimes it will be B and A will be your flipper button. So different game use a different button for the joystick, for the flipper. Okay, so the flipper, they use different buttons. So what I was talking about a while ago is some flipper, see, this game flipper is pressing down. Well, you have to shoot the button first. You have to hold the button first, shoot it, and I'll demonstrate real quick. See, this is the flipper now. You press it down for the flipper. See that? Alright, that's the flipper. And then this is A button is the flipper. I set it this one for the A button. And then this is the other flipper. Okay? Alright. So let me zoom back in. And let me show you some other game with a spinner. Last time I told you, last video I was telling you for the update video, I was actually referring to a trackball. That's the one. The spinner, I have no problem. I recommend do get a spinner if you have a space. If you're using the vertical game, it's good to have the spinner. But the one I'm having problem with is the trackball. Trackball is not 100% there, but if you have space on your dashboard for your joystick, you can add it if you want to. All right. So let me get out this game. And let me go into my arcade again. Now I'm not using this one. I saved this one for the track mode. So you leave everything alone. Don't do anything. Just only thing you have to do is change the config.txt from a 3 to a 2, and then you could boot up to a track mode. Then everything will be in the right direction. And then you could play those games in that way if you like the track mode, but you could also fix it where you could have the emulator display video. But I'm not sure this one does, because I tried to put the video in here, but it's not seem to be working. So I don't know this image support video, but I did use the scrape option. Let me show you. How do I get to the script? Use this and that's how I get all the picture in there. There's only 9 of them that they can't find the picture, the box picture of the system. But you go to that option, then you choose that, you choose that one, and then you're selecting all of them, but you do not want it to pause. So just say, press A again to say off. Then you just start, and then it will start looking for it. Ugh, why it kick me out? That was interesting. Hold on, let me reboot it. One thing I don't like this joystick is the pin is not, it's not so far away from each other. It doesn't have a plastic to cover it. So the joystick, it could easily touch each other. Let me show you real quick. See this joystick button right here? The company I purchased this from, I really don't like the idea that they're, see, there's no plastic covering it, and it's very close to each other. So if some reason they touch each other, this that might just happen. It just short circuit and kicking me out. So there's really tiny gap between there. So I don't think I will purchase from this company with this joystick from China. I do purchase stuff from China. It's just that particular model is not a good one, and I already have some problem with it. I feel like the clicking is not that great. So I don't know. I might see if I could return it, might get my refund back, because I really don't like the joystick. Let me see. Let me show you another option. I did install a different theme. So let me choose a different theme. The one I'm using right now is called a vertical theme. Okay, that's the one I use. Let's use a different one. It comes with copper right there, but that one is so plain, doesn't have nothing. Now there's another one called Virtual Arcade. So let's try that one. All right. So see, those are the 3 that you could choose from. The one that we are looking at in the background is using this one. Okay. So now we're going to choose this one. See what it looks like. Okay. Press A. Okay. Go down. Press A button again to get out, and press the start button to get out. Okay, so it's not that great. You notice that it doesn't show a picture. It only show the picture of those 2, but those are the main one that came with this arcade, but it doesn't show those other 2, the rest of them. So this one might not be a good one to use. Okay, see that it's missing a lot. So let me press the start button again and go to UI setting again, press A. So that one is not that great. The setting is, so the vertical arcade is not a good one to use. So if you want to use this one, limited vertical theme, that's the name. Press A. Okay, go down, press A again, get out. Alright, press B. Okay, so now I have all the bar top icon, and it's pretty cool. It's vertically. So let's try. We already tried Turbo 16. Let's try arcade. I was going to do the arcade again. Let's use the one, the same one that the 800. I think there's 868 game on this thing. Okay, so I'm going to press the select button. And that's one thing good about the emulation is you could choose the game you want by selecting that, and then you could choose your alphabetical order. Like I want to play Templates. So I go T. It's T. See T right there. Okay. So if you scroll in, I select T. So press A again. Alright, so the option selection now is in the T. Let's turn the screen a little bit. Let me fix that so this will be more in the center. Okay, so I'm gonna look for the template. Templates will be the TE. Still a lot of T there. I think only pass it is a TEM, so TH already. TEM. That's tetric. Okay, should be somewhere over here. Let's slow down so I don't pass it. TA, telephone, here we go, templates. Yeah, took me a long time to keep on passing it, sorry. Press A. Okay. Now I could use the spinner, which I have down here. Let me zoom back out. See, it's a full screen. And I could use my the spinner right here. And press the select and stop. It's pretty cool, huh? Sorry. The audio game runs just great. I just put it in the folder and it worked. So I didn't have to do assign or set up anything. I just dropped the game to the folder and that's it. Okay, and let's go to the A. I believe it's the A. Last time somebody told me that I was using the trackball for a spinner, the spinner game, but I was using the trackball, and that's the reason the game wasn't playing that great. So let me see. By looking at the picture icon, I don't know if I could find it. See, I'm looking at the picture here. Let's see. This one didn't have a picture. That's what when we were searching on right now I have a 936 ROM, and only 9 of them that they couldn't find a picture. You know, when he's searching for it. Let's see. I don't know which one is actually the pinball. Okay, I think this one might be. Let's try it. I mean, it does look like it. Does it? I don't really remember the name. I mean, the spinner. I think this might be it. It look more like a shooting game. Yeah, there you go. Press the B, the A. Okay. Now what I did is I was using the trackball playing this game. I mean, I use a trackball instead of spinner, and you're supposed to use the spinner. So somebody bring to my attention and say, "Hey, John, you're using the wrong stuff to play the game." Okay, so let me zoom back out and show you that I have a spinner here. So we're going to use a spinner and try it. Select. Yeah, it is a spinner. I mean, not yeah, it is a spinner, not the. There you go. There you go. So it is a spinner. You want to use the spinner. Yep. I'm spinning with my left instead of my right. Let's see, am I right-handed or left-handed? Let's try. I think I play better with my left instead of my right. Yeah. Well, game over. Alright, let's go to the computer and I'll show you what I did to make all this thing work. Okay, so get out here. Okay, I'm going to show you what I did. I took the arcade ROM, the zip file, and put it into the main folder, and that's pretty much it. And then I scrape for the picture, and it took a long time, and when it finished, everything have an icon. So that's all you gotta do if you want to use the emulation. And right now, the emulator, the only theme that work good with this is the one that it's called the vertical limited. Let me just show you. I don't remember exact name, but that's the oh, sorry, let's get too bright again. Okay, so it's actually, this is the one that I'm using. This one right here, vertical limited vertical theme. Okay, and that's the one you want to use instead of the one on top. So that's the one you could delete or uninstall it. But this is the one that actually give you the vertical screen for the gameplay. Okay, all right, let's go check out the computer side and I'll show it to you. Okay, hi. Right now we're in the computer. What I did is I open up the file manager, and instead of having the D drive pointing to a local drive, I just type in // and then retro, RETRO, and then PIE, then press enter, and then I already logged in already. If it wasn't logged in, it will ask you to so yeah, remember my password. So it's going to ask you for a password. You're going to type pi, and then the password would be raspberry. So it'll be RASP and then BERRY. Okay, raspberry. The username would be pi. Now right here you go to the ROM directory. In the ROM directory you will see the folder called arcade. Okay, in the arcade folder you have all this thing right here. Now I already removed the CFG. I need to put it back so that way it will work. What I did is I sorted by type, and you want to copy the marquee, the snap, the wheel, and everything else. So what I did a Control A, select all, and then just remove those other three right there. Okay, so you want to copy all that, and not all that, sorry, only the zip file. Okay, do not copy the CFG or the audio like this thing. You don't need all that. That's just a save stage. Okay, so just copy the zip file, the wheel, and all that. Just do right click and then do copy, or you could just select on top here, do copy. Okay, so you click copy. All right, and then you just go to go back one button, and then you're gonna go to a main. Now there's several main here. So what I did is I choose the main called main Lipotroy. Okay, so let me zoom that in, and this is the one I selected. Now the one with the pinball, I used this one, May for all. I don't think this one worked as well. I think everything worked better with this one. So I went in here, then I paste all this in there. Okay, so this one was already there. I didn't put that there, but this one I did, this one I did, and this one I did. I paste those in there. Okay, and once I paste it, then that's it. You just reboot the system, and you need to change your ratio. Okay, so once you change the ratio, then the system will be displaying in the full screen. So let's go back to the arcade, and I forgot to show you that. You need to do that. Okay, so let's go back there. Okay, now we are back over here. Let me use the keyboard. press this. Let me get out this option. Okay, let me press start button. Okay, so you want to go to an option. So you're gonna select the option right there. You're gonna press the A button. Once you're here, you want to go to retro. The retro alt. Okay, the retro alt, press A. So there's only two things you need to do. You want to go to display, change the ratio, and then save it. Okay, so you want to go to the setting right there, press A, then you're going to go to the video, and then you're going to look for the aspect ratio. Okay, you want to change to 7:9. Now see how this is a full screen. If you choose something else, it's going to look like this. Okay, so make sure it's the 7:9. Okay, and once you do that, you press B to get out this screen, and then you're gonna choose saving. Press A. This one you're just gonna leave it on, and this one I decided to leave it off because I'm not sure that will mess up if you playing the game and your machine accidentally turn off and you told it to save it and load it, and that game is happen to have a problem, it automatically load to a problem game, and you can never play that game again until you turn it off. So I decided to go ahead and turn that off. Okay, all right, so we're gonna go ahead, press B, go to configuration, press A. Okay, this is the part that you need to do. This is the one you want to do. You want to go to config and then press A to change that to save. So when you exit out the configuration, it will save your setting. So press B, and press A again just to show you that it's still on. Okay, then you press B again, and then you're gonna select quit. All right, so once it quit, you just want to go ahead and reboot the system. And once you reboot the system, you press start, you select quit, and restart the system. Okay, now if you want to change that video like I did, you could find another video or you could change it. I don't have a software that I download a free software, so when you reboot it have the company name on it. See that? Which is, I guess it's okay, you know. So it showed that every time when I boot up. But I took the horizontal video and flip it to vertically, and then save it and drop it in a flash splash screen. Instead of in the ROM directory, there's another folder called splash, and then you just drop it into that folder, and then it will replace the other one. Okay, I hope this helped. Talk to you later. Bye bye.